morning, everyone. Another commute video. Retire on dividends here. Back to make a commute podcast. So, what the hell is going on? It's dark, it's rainy, we're heading to the gym before work, and we're just shooting this shit, you know? We're gonna talk about anything and everything. But I know I said I was going to keep it to investing today, but I just can't help myself. So I went to the gym yesterday at work. The TV was on. There was some sports talk show. And it was no one I know. But the topic, the headline of the talk show was, what do you think of LeBron James being at the Cavaliers game, right? Cavaliers were playing the Celtics, and LeBron James, who's obviously not in the Cavaliers anymore, was at the game. Yet the topic, that's apparently a topic. What do we think about LeBron James showing up to a Cleveland Cavaliers game? Like, really? You have nothing else to talk about except wondering why LeBron James is at a basketball game? And it just, I don't know what happened, but it just pissed me the hell off, because it brings up whole another topic, which I'm going to talk about. And some people, you know, may not agree with me, may not like this, but some people may. And just hear me out. So, you know, sports in general, I grew up, I love sports, right? I still do. Not to the extent I did in my, younger years, because, for many different reasons, and I'll explain. So, people, and this is not just about sports, it's about celebrities in general too, but people seem to just obsess over things like this. Like, let's take sports again, for example. Like, people live for football, right? Their life revolves around football. Watching football on Sundays, being obsessed over their teams, rooting for their teams, buying jerseys, going to games. Same thing with baseball, same thing with basketball. They buy the jersey, everyone just gets so excited, as if they're playing on the team. They root for the team, so they get excited for the team, but they literally go crazy over who wins. I did the same thing, but to me, I really honestly think sports, entertainment, etc., it's just a distraction. It's a distraction for people to not worry about the real problems in life. Granted, it's an escape, and if you want to use it like that on occasion, I think it's great, right? Go home, watch a baseball game with your son, take your daughter to a basketball game, whatever, little things here and there, okay. But to be completely obsessed and, go absolutely crazy over your sports team and hoping that they win a championship. Because guess what? If they win a championship, guess what happens? Nothing. They win a championship. Guess what happens for you? Nothing. You root on these players to be so successful. Really, for what reason? How does this benefit you or your family in any way? Right? Again, I understand you need a break from life on occasion. You're going to watch a game here and there, okay. But to be, to spend the money on the jerseys, to pay all this money to go to a game, to waiting in line to get an autograph. It's just so ridiculous. And believe me, I was that person. Trust me. I'm a Celtics fan, by the way, and I don't, I hate LeBron James, FYI, because I'm a Celtics fan, and But I used to watch the Celtics religiously. And, I'll give you an example. One night, this was a regular season game. I think they were playing the Heat when LeBron was on the Heat. But regular season game. And the referees, as always, make bad calls. I was in my, an apartment we rented. I literally picked up the couch and threw it over a regular season game. Granted, I was drinking, but I look back now and I'm like, what in the hell was wrong with me, right? And also, the Giants, I'm a Giants fan. The Giants won the Super Bowl, they way back when, right? We went to the parade, right? The parade. And I'm now thinking about that. All right, so you take the train, you go to New York City, and you wait there. Just sit there in the street, waiting for the players to come by and wave for 5 seconds. Literally nowhere to take a piss. You're just standing in the street, surrounded by a million other people, waiting to possibly see Eli Manning. Was that worth it? Hell no. Hell no. I mean, it's an awesome story. I can talk about it. But I look back, I'm like, I would never do that again. Just like going to New York City for the ball. No. But think about it. We went to New York City to see the Giants on a parade. It doesn't get any dumber than that. I'm sorry. And I know a lot of you guys are sports fans that listen to me, and you're going to not agree with me. But believe me, I am a sports fan as well. But I don't give a shit anymore. I really don't. Because, granted, if I put the Celtics on now, I get so aggravated so fast. So what I do, I just watch the highlights. I just can't watch the games anymore. I just can't do it. Even the Giants games on Sundays, I try, I'll watch it with my son if he wants to. But if not, honestly, I don't care as much anymore. I really don't care. Obviously, I want them to win. But the satisfaction and the obsession of them winning, football is life. Life is football. It's just not there anymore because things have changed. Obviously, I got more involved in investing. I have children now. So the thinking of what's important in life really, really changed. For example, okay, Lawrence Taylor, he was at a restaurant that's right down the road from me. Wife's like, oh, do you want to go? I'm like, hell no. What the hell am I going to do? Wait in line? Oh, hi. Hi, sir. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care if a celebrity's here, celebrity's there. I don't want your autograph. I don't want to shake your hand. If I run into you, great. That's awesome. But I'm not waiting in a line to see a celebrity. They're a human being, just like you and I, all right? There's no point. Don't even get me started on Taylor Swift, by the way. Taylor Swift, what in the hell is wrong with people? You're that obsessed with, again, another human being who could sing a song. Who gives a damn? All these people sitting at a concert, waiting in line, just sitting in a crowd of people to see a girl sing a song. What? People crying to see her sing a song. Really? This is your obsession in life? Again, other human beings. These people are not special. We are praising the wrong people. Celebrities in general, we obsess over celebrities. There's shows that talk about celebrities. The View, which is a horrific show, completely useless, right? All they talk about is just nonsense. And then there's other shows like Oprah. Oh my God, there's a celebrity on you hear the crowd. Oh my God! Seriously? Why do people obsess over the wrong shit? All right? Why don't people appreciate, how about teachers? How about nurses? How about your police force? Put them on the pedestal. They risk their lives every single day for you, especially police officers, firefighters. They risk their lives to get paid not a great salary. Yet we obsess over actors who play in a show, a TV show, or a movie, and they get paid millions and millions of dollars. And guess what? You know why they get paid millions of dollars? Because of us. We are the problem, right? We are the problem. Why do sports players get paid so much money? Because of us. We are the problem, okay? We go to the games, right? The ridiculous, overpriced games we're going to. Why? Watch it at home. I'm sorry, but I have zero desire to go to another NFL game. Every time I go to an NFL game, I leave there and I say, oh my God, I wish I stayed home and watched the game. You know, just think about it. It's just, you know, because a lot of people do bitch about that, believe it or not. Like, oh my God, I can't believe how much these people get paid. But especially baseball players, why do you think they get paid? Advertisement, right? All this advertisement, people, you know, they watch baseball, they go to baseball games, they spend money on baseball apparel. It adds up. Why do celebrities get paid? People go to the movie theater, people pay for Netflix, people, I don't know, they watch all their shit. But here we are, a guy or girl signs up to be a police officer to protect their town, their area. They get paid maybe, I don't even know, 60K, it's 80K to risk their lives. And are they ever advertised on television? Does anyone care? No. Because people obsess over celebrities, over fame. And it's getting worse and worse and worse, because now we have people on TikTok or, you know, YouTube or whatever, and now they're celebrities because either they're, you know, they post videos of themselves because they're good looking, or they're funny. Like, there's Mr. Beast, right? What is Mr. Beast? I don't even freaking know. My son obsessed over a candy bar that he has. I'm like, what? I don't even understand what Mr. Beast is. And then I see a picture of the guy. This guy is not a beast. This guy is like puny as shit. How is his name Mr. Beast? I don't get it. But again, you get the point, right? What is happening? Like, things, I tend to think things are just a distraction. Imagine if everybody cared about investing like they did sports. Because that's just the opening. Once you learn about investing, you start thinking about things differently, right? You start thinking about, okay, what affects the movement in the stock market? How do I make the most money? You know, you care about every single penny that you earn. You care about your return on investment. You care about everything that affects your money. And guess what affects your money? Whatever the government does, right? And now, if you get people caring about the government like they do about sports, you can kiss their asses goodbye, because these people that are in office for, I'll just call a beyond extended tenure, they need to get their asses kicked out. And if people paid attention like they do in sports about investing, about, you know, their day-to-day, about what's going on. And I'm not talking about the news, I'm not talking about watching Fox, CNN, or whatever. They talk about what they pick and choose. I'm talking about doing your own research, you know, finding what matters to you, what affects your bottom dollar. How can you make more money? Why is your 401k balance going down? Why is the S&P 500 not moving? Why is the CPI shit? Why is inflation so high? You know, do people care about this, right? Do you go out with your buddies and talk about how shitty inflation is? No. You talk about the Giants game. You talk about the Knicks game. You talk about the Celtics game, right? And that's just the way it is. You don't talk about, what the hell is this guy doing? You don't talk about inflation. You don't talk about politics. You don't, well, maybe some people talk about politics, but you get what I'm saying. People watch sports, watch movies, watch whatever. Not even like talk shows. People, talk shows and all these other stupid shows. Oh my God, there is so much stupid shit on TV. I can't even take it. I honestly can't take it. Like, I don't even know what the latest is anymore. I know there's like Teen Mom or Housewives or something like that, and Catfish, which is the fakest crap ever. But like, what are we doing, right? Like I said, it's a distraction, and it distracts people from the real problems in life. And if people ignore the real problems in life, then everything will stay the way it is. All right. There's people complain about high taxes. Why do you think there's high taxes? Because the government, they walk all over us because we don't pay attention to what they're doing. We don't give a damn. They can't budget for shit, yet we don't give a crap. We don't give a crap. Nobody cares. Nobody teaches it. Nobody talks about it, because everyone's owned by everyone. So no one can talk about anything. So, and this is the problem. And this is, I don't know how this all got started from a question of what is LeBron James doing at a Cavalier game, but I was at the gym yesterday and I saw that and I just got so angry. I'm like, who gives a shit? And I'm sorry for the cursing. Believe me, I know people get upset, but I just don't get it. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't. And maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I just think I wish people, really got involved more on what matters and helps them in life. Because believe me, like I just had a guy's night the other night, and I really do try to tell them what I know, which is not much. I tell them what I know about investing, what the important things are. And then, my one friend mentioned, all right, what about this guy? Talking about sport. I'm like, who's that? He's like, seriously? It's like someone the Giants drafted. I'm like, sorry, I don't pay attention anymore. But I don't. And I don't care. I just don't have time, number one. When you have children, you don't have time for shit. You have time for them. You have time for their baseball games. You have time for spending time with them. And then you may have a little time for something else here and there, right? Sundays don't revolve around football anymore. Sundays revolve around my children and what they want to do and what we do as a family. And that's it. I don't really care if I miss the game. I don't. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I don't know. I try to make sure, harp on things when I can, for the people at least that want to listen, right? Like, for example, what are you doing with your 401k? Like, is that enough for you to retire? Are you using your 401k? Do you have a brokerage? Do you invest in stocks? Little things. And if not, why not? Oh, I don't understand it. Okay, then let's begin, right? Let's begin. And everyone should do that. Everyone should try, all right? At least try, because the more that we know, the more that we can teach other people. Okay, and if they don't want to hear it, fine. I get that. A lot of people don't. But the least we could do is try, especially about the people we care about, right? If we can make their lives better. Because like I said, it all starts with investing. I mean, I kind of started with Dave Ramsey because I was in so much debt, I didn't care about anything. I'm like, I live paycheck to paycheck. I'm never gonna get out of debt. So all I did was I put money on my 401k. I don't know the stock market. So hopefully it's enough when I retire at 65 and I don't die before then. But then I found Dave Ramsey kind of around the same time I got involved with investing, and he really just, changed things, changed perspective in my life. Because, most people, they think, oh my God, you got to keep your credit score high. You got to keep your credit score high so you can get loans and get in more debt, right? It's smart. It's so smart to keep your credit score high. And then his way of thinking is completely opposite. He's like, let your credit score go to zero, pay off your debt. I didn't end up in that mode. I kind of ended up right in the middle. I paid off all my debt. It took me a few years, but I did it, and I can't even tell you how good the feeling is. Like, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing because I was in debt for so many years, and it was just awful, terrible feeling. I thought like I was going to go nowhere. And just paying off debt, not having a monthly bill on the card payment, a credit card, At one point I had like six different credit cards. You can only afford the minimum payment. One credit card was like $28,000 alone. The other one's like $15,000, $10,000. It was just a terrible, terrible feeling. But again, I use what Ramsey said. You pay off the smallest debt to the highest, and when you do that, you get satisfaction from paying off a debt. Even if your smallest debt's $200, you pay it off. He's right about the feeling of satisfaction, because once you get that feeling of satisfaction, you feel like, oh my God, this is possible. So again, you pay off a small debt, and then you pay off the next small debt, and I'm like, oh my God, you got rid of two different debts, 2 different monthly bills. All right, let's continue this. This is actually going to be possible. So, it went on, and I continued, and on and on and on. And, eventually you got to the big, I got to the car payments, and I was like, oh my God, let's just, let's pay off our cars. And we paid off our cars, and it was like, do you believe we have no car payments? $800 a month we were paying in cars, no car payments. And then it got me, during the time frame, I was involved with investing, and I didn't know a damn thing about a damn thing. I actually started my YouTube around then too. And oddly enough, my first YouTube video was in a car. Because I thought, I was commuting 5 days a week. So my life was in a car for the most part. In a car or in the office. Can't do it in the office. So I got to make videos in the car. So that's how I started my YouTube journey. But anyway, yeah, that's how I got into investing too. And, the rest is history. You learn a little more every single year about investing. You learn from your mistakes. And you look back at your younger self. And obviously, you make progress. You change things. You say, okay, this was my goal, but I changed my goal. Because in the beginning, my mindset was max out my Roth IRAs. All of them. I opened up, 2 Roth IRAs, me and my wife. I was going to max them out every single year. Every single year. And then I was going to do my best to max out the 401k Roth. And that was the plan. I didn't care about what I had in an actual brokerage account. And it wasn't until, recently that I said, you know what? It's great that I have all this tax-free money in a Roth, but I can't touch it till 59 and a half. So what am I going to do till then? I'm basically saying I have to work till 59 and a half. So then I just thought, okay, maybe it's possible that I can invest outside of that and retire early. So that's how I got involved with high yield investing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop contributing to these as much. And I'm going to put most of my money in a taxable account. And I'm going to make this account pay me dividends, enough dividends, so that one day I can retire before 59 and a half, So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's possible. Someone asked me the other day, what do you think you're going to retire? You think you're going to retire by 50? I'm like, probably 51. I do. I know if I tell people this, you guys probably believe me listening to this, but if I tell people at work or I tell my parents or my friends, they're like, yeah, good luck with that. That's the response. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. I'm going to retire 51. And when I say I'm going to retire, again, I always remind people, it doesn't mean I'm going to quit my job. All it means is I'm going to have the option to retire. So that could mean a whole boatload of different things. It could mean that, guess what? I don't have to go to my full-time job. I could find an easier full-time job. One that I leave the job when it's done for the day. Not one that I go home and the emails keep coming in, and I go in the next day and I have 500 emails, and by the time I get to those emails, I have 500 more. So I'm not talking about a job like that. I'm talking about a job like, the greeter at Costco checking your receipt. Good morning, how you doing? What's going on? Something like, I'm not even kidding. I would do that, because you go in and you leave. And guess what? The job ends there. No stress when you get home. You don't give a damn about crap. your phone's not going off on emails. That's what I'm talking about, right? Because, yeah, sure, I can work at Costco now, but I'm not going to make enough to support 2 children and my wife who's not working, and try to retire early. So I have to work at the harder job now to make enough money to pay for my everyday expenses and to have additional money to invest. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. So again, in 10 years, I want the option to retire, and I'm gonna do my damnedest to get there. Whether that means, investing every single penny that I can and reinvesting in it, or hitting the lottery, or having a rich aunt or uncle, which is not gonna happen, but, fall into money and leave me money, but it's gonna happen one way or the other. And another question I always get is, why do you invest in dividend in these funds? What are you doing, right? Why do you bother? Why don't you just invest in growth? And here's my explanation. All right. Number one, it is my income source for an emergency. All right. People have an emergency fund. I have an emergency income source. And the reason I have this is, well, number one, again, my wife is now home with the children. This was always a goal of ours and never thought it was possible, but we're doing it. So is my income enough to support our day-to-day living? No, it's not. But thankfully, I have YouTube. It pays decent, not enough in my opinion. I think they should pay more. But, it's decent enough that it can actually, including my day-to-day job, be enough to pay our bills, okay? However, it's not enough to use additional money to add into my taxable account. So that's a problem. However, it means since that's enough, I do not have to touch my taxable account, my dividend income. But if one day I decide, okay, I'm done with this YouTube crap, I just can't do it anymore, it's too much work, and I'll quit, and I'll use my dividend income to pay my bills. Or if I get demonetized, I know that's a thing for doing something, that could happen. Or people just stop watching because they got sick of seeing my ugly mug. That could happen as well. So it is my emergency income source for that reason. It's also a source if we wanted to just, if I wanted to just flip the switch, say, you know what, sure, it's going to be used for retiring early, but why don't I use 3 months worth of income? I'm out at around $2,000 a month, so just say 3 months is $6,000. Let's go away for a weekend, or let's go do something, right? Something like that. I have the option. Obviously, I have to pay taxes on the money. I know. I don't care. I'll pay the damn taxes. I've been paying taxes my whole life, since 14 years old, working, paying taxes. It's nothing new. It is what it is. And we're kind of going full circle now, talking about taxes and how ridiculous the tax rate is. But again, I'm not going to go back that way. But you get the story. And I don't even know how this conversation ended up with, my tax brokerage. But here we are. I actually didn't want to even talk this long, but I'm almost at 30 minutes, it looks like. And yeah, so anyway, that's where I'm at. So YouTube, yeah, it helps. It does help pay the bills. So why do I get up at 3 a.m. to make YouTube videos? Well, to help pay my bills. It doesn't pay my bills, but it helps assist in paying some bills. And I do hope one day it does become a bigger thing. I don't think it'll be anything like, replacing a full-time income, but I'm hoping it's like, a decent amount that I could actually start investing some of the money. Right now, it's just basically helping to pay the bills along with my full-time job. And again, I'm having fun with it. It's not easy. It is not easy because a lot of my free time is kind of booked up with this. That's why I do again, I have to get up at 3 a.m. to do the videos because I don't have time otherwise. I have to get my workouts in, I have to get to work, and I have to get it home at a reasonable time. Like, it's just, again, it is what it is. But it's not like I'm not getting paid. They're paying me. I'm not doing this for fun and giggles, right? You know, like I said, I do like it, but obviously I'm getting paid. So getting up at 3 a.m. to get paid, fine, I'll do it. I don't mind it. I've worked 2 jobs most of my adult life. So the fact that this is a second job, bring it on. This is my best second job ever, you know? And I am very grateful for it. I am very grateful for where I am today. Because even when I tell people, I actually just finally told my friends this weekend. I never really told them. Like, oh shit, really? And, you know, they were happy for me. And it's even hard to believe that people would watch this, you know? But people do, and they appreciate it. So the fact that they do, I have to, you know, work harder and produce better, you know, better content to better help them and make them enjoy it along the way. Again, it's not even, you know, it's about being somewhat entertaining while hopefully teaching the little that I do know, while explaining things at a I'll say a lower level, because sometimes I hear people talk, you know, and they throw out these words. I'm like, you know, my vocabulary, I'll just call it basic, right? I am not, you know, I know just enough. So I always say I don't speak Greek, you know. These options people, oh, the delta's this. Oh, we got to do the theta. The theta has to be that. No, I don't do that. I trade options. That's it. I sell put. I sell call. That's it. That's my vocabulary, and that's the end of it. And some people they can relate to that, right? Because when they hear, oh, yeah, theta. The theta's got to be this number. If you're learning options, you're like, what the? You're just like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. And then you talk about, again, all these other different terms, straddle, right? Combo, like what? Let's slow down here, guys. Let's relax. You know, you want to learn options. You want to help people learn options. What language is this? So again, I never, you know, I'd like to think I know a decent amount of options. I don't know enough, that's for sure. But at the same time, I don't want to know everything, right? I did read a book about all the options, and then I forgot everything about like the crap I don't want to know. And I just kept it the basic way, sell put, sell call. Just give me my premium and I'll move away. I'll move on. I don't look at the theta, right? I don't look at the delta. I never, ever, ever do. I just say, oh, it's a good price, sell call, done. All right, price is down, sell put. All right, and that's it. Again, I try to keep everything so simple. And that's the only way. Again, I don't even have any more brain cells to learn anything, to be honest. I have capped out. I always tell people at work that too. You know, they try to give us more work. I'm like, I got nothing left. Like I don't think I can learn anything else. Right? I'm just like maximum capacity here. And there wasn't much there to begin with, so you've already exceeded the maximum capacity that I can handle. But anyway, guys, I'm almost at work. I'm getting to the gym. I'm gonna do legs. It's leg day. I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. Honestly, I wasn't feeling getting up early for the gym, but I did. And here I am, and I will be happy and grateful later. I'm gonna go back to the gym at lunch as well. So I try to get 2 workouts in a day on the office days that I do have, because it's really hard for me to get to the gym otherwise. Besides like one time on the weekend. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for watching the commute video. I love making the commute videos because they're just easy. You just hit a button and you just start rambling. But as always, guys, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. This car's like swerving around me. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If you were, great. If not, I will try harder on next week's commute video. And again, if you have topics that you want to talk about, let me know. And let me know what you think about my earlier topic. I know it was probably, some people weren't a fan of it. But if anyone agrees with me, let me know. What do you think? Am I right? Am I right in my thinking, or am I way off base here? Am I just like, is it too much? Am I just like, let people live, right? Let people just do what they gotta do. I don't know. Anyway, I'm done yapping. I'm tired of talking, and I'm not even at work. But thank you for watching. We'll do a keyword. Keyword is, I don't know, man. Keyword. It's raining. There you go. Because it is raining. So today's keyword, which means you type in the comments to show that you made it through this whole video. You comment below, it's raining, along with any other comments you want to mention. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and tune in for next week's Commute podcast. Later.